Got ourselves Necro over for the team one, ready to go, but not first up. Parasite is gonna be first up. They're letting the demon out of the leash. What is happening? Oh no, last at Parasite had a full raid. Oh, Merlin is taking so much damage. Bubble immediately. The guy had to go super defensive. There goes the full Crusade. Parasite is in and out. He's in, slamming it, or he's out, playing it super safe, trying to see if he can stay in the air. Maybe Sigil connects. There's nothing left for Merlin. Oh my god, that is so disgusting how good it is. And he ended up with 100% health at the end of it. It's almost like he planned like, okay, I'm going to take 20% worth of health damage, but then I'll kill him and I'll eat his soul, and that'll be 20% back, and I'm 100%. Chicago's up next, trying to see if we can tase him down. Get down, just tase him. We gotta restrain him. Restrain this menace. Trying to go for a vengeful retreat, immuning the knockbacks from Chicago. Quick in prison, having to play defensively here. There is Feral Spirits on Parasite, able to dot him up and trying to see if he can maybe cleave souls off of those things. I think that's exactly what he's trying to go for. He's pressing the Crusade Strike. Chaos Strike, which I guess is like a reverse of a Crusader Strike, right? Chaos Strike, trying to see if he can stay on these pets. He's going to go for not a full meta, but just got himself a bit of a vengeful retreat to break out of the totem. And he's going to stay on Chicago. Might be in a lot of trouble. Lots of pressure towards Chicago. Trying to see if he can kill the totem. Does not get to good knock back at all. That totem is still holding the Demon Hunter strong, not letting him go anywhere. Making sure he's chained down to the ground, but that's a massive amount of damage. Big Elysian, oh, just pops like a grenade. There's not much you can do. Once you set it up, it's like a satchel charge that's waiting to go off. Oh my god, it's so much damage. And it's back up to 100% health. It doesn't matter how much beating he took. He's just going to be a-okay. Beasley is up next, needs to maintain the most amount of CC versus Parasite, who is going to go for immediate trinket out of the Mortal Coil. Doesn't want to let him get any kind of fear set up or nothing. Beasley looks like Sacrifice the Pet. He's playing Sacrifice build. Stun around the corner. Could be an opportunity. Full set of dots. Parasite is going to have to find a way to deal with it. Does not have a way to reverse the magic damage back onto Beasley, but is able to interrupt him. Trying to see if he can keep cleaving down to Beasley. Thark might have to walk away because he's just getting cleaved for free. I don't really know if it's going to help Beasley or it's going to help Parasite. Oh, does establish a drain live onto Para though, able to recover a little bit of health while doing some damage. Parasite does have a Dark Glare attacking him, not really focusing on that thing. He's going to go for an interrupt onto nature. That's going to be a little unfortunate. Quick fear onto with the Sigil onto Beasley. Got himself full drain. Elysian together with a Fell Rush. He got himself lots of health out of it. He waited to make sure there's Elysian and a charge so it all combines together. Mwah, it is perfect. God, that was so good. Up next, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Thark? Is it going to be Pika? Because Pika is all the way on the other side. He is going to be Pika. He sees him, charges in, big, vengeful, charges past him into a quick imprison. It's just, there's just a bit of air for her quickly. My god, immunity as he gets hit with a stun. Seeing full cooldowns on a Peekaboo, he decides, you know what? I'm just going to chill. That isn't a Pika, by the way, on YouTube comments. This isn't real Pika. Not real Pika. Just a guy named Peekaboo. Just a guy named Peekaboo. That's all. I'm gonna try giving him the full Peekaboo treatment here, since that is his name. I'm not gonna leave it Pika for interpretation or nothing. Big Blade Dance is up for our side. He got himself a blur too, so he's actually kind of healthy Peekaboo. I'm gonna try to watch myself best I can. Not looking all that good right now though. Offensively, he got something to work with, but defensively there isn't much. Try to go for a quick stam with a Stormbolt. Oh! Full Metamorphosis, I-Beam splitting the guy into atoms. Big cleave just to take him out with a Chaos Strike. As he goes in for a Blade Dance versus Thark, got himself a wall. There goes the Counter Strike Totem. If you stay aggressive, that Counter Strike Totem is going to damage him, but he eliminates it very quickly. Parasite, not feeling all that good right now. His health is taking a bit of a blunder right now. Got himself potential lots of damage, needs to set up onto Thark. Thark no longer with a trinket, so if you get yourself a full DR, you might be okay. Oh, does get himself a stun. Maybe you can make something work here. Sigil of Flame is going to add a bit of extra damage. Parasite, got himself a trinket, shot him out very soon. Maybe he can make something off of it. At least has himself the Earth Elemental that he could start like trying to cleave some health off of. And Dark finding himself kind of low. Next stun could be very deadly. Big I-Beam Parasite. Stun. Oh my god. The amount of damage this man can do. Demon Hunters, man. 10 million. Ended up perfectly. Almost 11 actually. Almost 11. Oh, Stone Blood. I like it. He's got himself big old peacock mount looking fabulous. Got himself an umbrella. Looks so good. I thought it was going to be Maryland on that team, but instead it is going to be Nagatara the Fire Mage. Starting off strong. Or not? I saw Blade of Justice. I was thinking you guys were going to go there, but no. I guess I'm just anticipating. Trying to go for a bow, Polly. Is that what we're trying to do? We're trying to get him out from away from a pillar. Go for a little bout. Poly real quickly. Fireball, combust, everything is available. Stoneblade, does he get himself an immunity? No, he just goes in for full crusade. Try to see if he can just fight fire with holy fire, as Nagatara got a full altered time. Stoneblood knows he's gonna have to maybe reposition, pivot towards a pillar. Hand of freedom to keep him moving though. Nagatara is gonna have to spell steal if they want to get in kind of CC or slows onto stone, but looks like he's just gonna have to play it super defensively. Pyroblast flying in, maybe he gets a decent setup. That is gonna be quite a bit of damage. Stun right after, as the mage is taking lots of hits. Combustion, or take a random proc just now, as it is going to be an ice block to try to see if he can gas out those flames, catching up a little bit of healing before dampening gets skyrocketing here, as we're only a minute into the duel. Right now, Stone is actually in a very favorable position. Full images are available for Nagatara, at least able to get himself a little bit of mobility. Try to see if he can spell steal everything from Stone with a big bushing pyroblast. Maybe, no, doesn't get the angle. Oh, he was kicking. He was cooking a big old pie. And Nagatara, not in a great spot right now, has himself altered, so at least he can maybe reposition later. Needs to get himself a pie cooking at some point. Maybe he could just let it happen. Shield of Vengeance does cook the pie. Is going to reposition. Stone out, away from any kind of pillars. Decides he's going to commit pressure onto Nagatara. No Hand of Freedom to keep himself moving though, but he's able to get enough range damage in order to keep the mage over on the defensive. Full Combustion is active. Hand of Freedom to counter the Rude. Got himself plenty of damage. Crusade is down for the count right now though, but still the mage is taking huge hits. Is that altar? No altar. This is an opportunity. Could get cheat death out of this mage. He's trying to go for G-Pie. Needs an angle. Does get the angle. G-Pie is going to fly in. Super low. Does a bit of damage, but not nearly as much as I thought it was going to do. Did it wall for it? It might have walled for it. I'm not really sure. Nagatara has no help whatsoever. There's going to go the cheat death. Not much you can do in this situation. Can you somehow heal? Warlock Hellstone, maybe. Hold on. Do you have it? Barely any health. Barely any health. You need to find a way to survive. One more hammer and you're done. Oh, yeah. It's rough, man. It's rough. Once you fall behind, it's rough. And I feel like the mage was doing all right until he had to play defensive. I feel like that was just, everything was going good. And then it wasn't as soon as he had to play very defensively, because you're spending globals just trying to maintain yourself. And the Paladin is just wailing on you the entire time. I think you have to have some counter pressure. Bubble out of Stoneblood. Merlin with a bubble of his own. Crusade Wings for Crusade Wings. Stoneblood is going to have his immunity waning just a little bit earlier, but got him some mobility to get away from Merlin, trying to give himself a little bit of space while he's recovering a little bit of cooldowns. Merlin's health is still down below. It's going to be blind to think of Stoneblood, but breaks immediately. Stoneblood with the Shield of Vengeance. Merlin not in a vulnerable position. He needs something out of this. Shields of Vengeance. Pop one, pop the other. Damage goes back to Merlin either way though, and Stoneblood just had that advantage in terms of health overall. Thark up next, rooting down Stone. Got himself full Primordial set up with the Feral Spirits charging out. Actually, all the Feral Spirits. He got himself the Lightning Spirit for additional nature damage and the normal Feral Spirits for additional physical damage. So he's got himself a nice setup. Sunder to follow, blind right after, had himself a counter-strike totem, but Stone does not want to do anything with that whatsoever. Does get re-rooted though around the pillow. That root totem is just working overtime. Thark, do you have your wolves back up, or does it not track properly? Burrow is down. That is going to be Stone knocked up in the air for just a second. Did have a Blessing of Sank for just a moment, trying to go for a knock stun, but it's going to be knocked back by the Shaman. Looking for a bit of healing. Stoneblood got himself recovery, but now Thark could be in a decent situation. He got himself a wall. No trinket though, so Stone, if he has himself a proper stun setup, he could maybe make something happen here. Does he have the resources? Does he have the damage? Stun, there goes the setup. Wake of Ashes is there. Does not have the final wreck to combine into it though. If he did, I think it would have been golden. Lightning Bolt getting sent in. Got himself Shield of Vengeance. It's going to do a lot of damage to Thark. Trying to see if we can just walk away from him. Playing it very defensive. That is a counter-strike totem. Does end up eliminating it. I think he wanted to play that Shield of Vengeance defensively because he saw a wall out of Thark. Because he knew that, okay, Thark is just going to commit, stay aggressive, use his wall to dampen the hits. I don't want to be anywhere near that. Got himself another Blessing of Sank in case there's a stun. I guess he's trying to see if he can anticipate a lasso out of Thark. But right now he could go for a proper lasso. He got himself a proper lockdown. Look at the damage that thing is doing. Hold on, Sunder. I think it's over, right? Alley Blast. He's at no health. Hold on, knocking him back. Is he just dead to the Feral Spirits? He's trying to keep himself alive a little bit. Needs a stun right now. Otherwise, it's over. Oh, my God. That lightning lasso, dude. That taser. There's not much he can really do. He locks it down, and it's over. It's over, man. Who's up next? Is it Rosie? Rosie's hanging out with Chicago over here. Is it top G potentially, or Necro, or Parasite? Dark is waiting for the next competitor. He doesn't know what it's going to be. I think it is going to be Rosie. Picking up the eyes, you should be able to see him. If he's careful, he should be able to... Oh, root totem? Oh, catches ya. Still gets a cheap shot either way, though. Knocking him back for a moment. Goes in for a disarm. Counter-strike totem is active. You better be careful. Does he? He's killing spraying into it. That is not great feel, but goes in for a cloak of shadow, so at least he's able to immune all of that killing spree damage he could have done to himself. That is going to be Tharek, super low though. This is right now where Rosie can stay aggressive. Goes in for a kick. The Sky Fury is down. Tharek trying to see if he can cook up some kind of a go versus Rosie. Is that an evasion on him? It is, and burrow down, and the road kind of going it a long way around Tharek. He needs to get back in there. Full stun. That's going for the cheap shot into a trinket out of Tharek. Got himself Feral Spirits. I don't think he has enough here. Trinket out of the rogue, just looking to maybe get himself a kill right then and there. Chicago is up next. We are 6 minutes into the duel. 32% dampener. Not much you can really do in terms of healing. Better make your plays as best as possible. Trying to go for a bit of that honorable bow with Rosie. I love this red Draenei look that Chicago's got going on. Like this Hellfire Draenei. Like a Hellboy look to her. Or him. Or whatever. I didn't say her. I'm looking at Chicago's as a female avatar. I'm just like her. I guess that is a female avatar. As Rosie does go in for a reset. Chicago almost was on him. Almost throwing down a root totem. Almost catches him. It was so close. It was actually so close. I think it was just like a 1 yard away. Wait, are they switching over? What is this? Hold on, are they switching over Rosie for Parasite? What is happening here? A welcome Draenei? It is a welcome Draenei. What is happening? Are they switching yet? Parasite wants to go. All right, Rosie. Chicago just takes it. It's a random switcheroo, unplanned. A little bit of rule breaking. But I'll take it. A bunch of Feral Spirits or Feral Raptors. Look at the Jurassic Park. Chasing after Parasite. Trying to see if he can stay midair to get himself some damage until Chicago last catches him. But a Trinket is going to help him break out of the lasso. Knocking the Demon Hunter back. Trying to go for a charge. But actually gets rooted as he tries to go in for a charge. Big Blade Dance. Chicago trying to avoid it as much as possible. Parasite gets so much damage cooking. But Chicago is able to avoid it for the most part. Stun around the corner. Perfect opportunity for a full Elysian Decree. Trying to go for a Vengeful Retreat to avoid an immune ACC. Chicago got himself a full wall as well as a Battle Master Trinket to give himself a little bit of health to work with. Totem does get ripped apart by the Demon Hunter. And Chicago is just not in a great position. Needs to get some kind of a root or some kind of a way to peel away from Parasite. Trying to go for a knock. Does get him rooted. No hell whatsoever for Chicago. Could just go down. Oh, there's just not much. Look at the Raptors go. They're just scurrying along. What is this switcheroo? Did Rosie was Rosie feeling like, you know what? I don't know if I can kill a shaman, or I don't know if I want to go against a shaman. Let's get Parasited here. That or just want to get Parasite a chance to play the game. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, he logged. Maybe he had to go. Maybe that'll explain it actually. Okay, I guess that works out then. Stun onto Beastly, playing out with a Succubus, might be able to catch the Demon Hunter inside of this full burst. Beastly just getting ripped apart right now. What is happening? Goes to interrupt, doesn't even matter. Parasite just walks in and decided, you know what? I choose blood. I choose death. I give everybody death here. What is happening? Parasite catching 2. Stoneblood catching 2. Rosie had to play and then something happened, had to bail out, I guess. My goodness. I wanted to say like everybody got a chance to play, but not everybody got a chance there, did they?